ICF has done coaching survey or coaching research every year, and this year they just published the coaching research. They put it on YouTube as well. Khun Grasak has kind enough to share with us this afternoon. So with the email that we are going to send to you, we will send the link. So you can click in and then you see the research. It's the recent research to 2012, just recently launched. Thank you, Sachin.
Okay, sawasdee krap. I'm from PTT, Public Company Limited. I just wondering about the sustainable of the coaching that Khun Apiwut mentioned that to sustain the coaching, we don't coach the person who not willing to be coached. This is come up to my mind. Is it the sustainability of the coaching? Sustainability of the coaching, or the sustainability of the coaching system as a whole? I mean, because the person who not willing to be coached is the person that need to be coached. So why we avoid from that? I mean, this the person need to be coached, so we should focus and challenge to coach him. So how to sustain it? I think this is quite important, and it's really affect the organization as a whole, because this is the guy that need to be coached. That's my opinion.
Thank you.
Okay, so one element of answer, in fact, with an executive who is resistant to coaching, okay, it's a good idea to let him or her see a coach and I would recommend give the guy or the lady a few assessments to do, and then have one session with the coach to debrief on the result of the assessment with that person. And in most cases, the lady or the guy who is resistant will see the opportunity for him instead of the danger. And in most cases, he or she will shift in the moment with the coach when confronted with a disastrous result of assessment and think, oh my God, if I don't do coaching, I'm dead. Now, we talk about the other 2% of the guys who, after an interaction with the coach, will still think, no, I'm Mr. Perfect, I'm Mrs. Perfect, I don't need no help, but thank you very much. Then those 2%, that's what we talk about. No need to go further. In fact, probably we have a better thing to do than to spend money on that person. That's what we agree on that. So we go to contact with the difficult person as coaches, and usually we shift. But if we don't, then no need.
First, I don't think we can change other people unless they want to change themselves. So I agree that there might be some people in the organization that need to be changed, especially his or her behavior. But I think coaching might not be an appropriate methodology to change the people who do not want to change. I would say there might be some cases that we have been successful changing people who has problem, but the success rate was really low. So I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but based on my experience, I would say less than 30% that you can change people who has problem or who has some personality that he or she did not want to change or did not think that they need to change. So I would say the success rate would be low. That's why we would not recommend coaching assignment. But we still need to handle that people. I guarantee. And it might be performance management or straight talk from boss. most of the cases, the organization did not want to handle that person and pass them on to other people to handle the problem. And that might be a challenge. So I would say the success rate is what we call sustainability.
If we deal with problem coaches, the success rate is 18%. And if we deal with strengths, success rate is 72%. So it's about 4 times. And a lot of effort and energies to put on those 80%, it doesn't work. The organization is that's what I tell potential coaches with problem before. And that would help, but I would say that I try to discourage organization to coach people, problem people, because as Khun Abdul mentioned, it's not the coaching that's the tool. It's this disciplinary action, performance management, or people in the wrong job. I think that the critical point, if we ask that, is this the right people in this job? And the answer is no. If you have to hire this person again, would you hire him or her? If the answer is no, don't go for coaching. So that I think at least take away on this one. If we have to hire this person again in this position, would that be hired or no? If you want to hire, okay, coaching may be something that you can consider. But if the answer is no, please take some action, other action, maybe rotation or move from that key position. Yes.
Immerse into the world, not only in Thailand but in any countries in the world. And we are seeing the CEO or the leader of the organization is younger and younger. Sitting next to me is also the founder of his own company. Then it get me thinking that these younger companies, younger generation running a younger company, should we think about embed the coaching program or the coaching culture into some kind of education program or education system of the country? Because when people, especially Generation Y, when they fresh from graduate, they're not thinking about being a smarty person. They're thinking about, okay, I spend 1 or 2 years to gain experience and then I establish my own company. So whether the coaching system should be embedded in their education, high school, university education, or we can have a certain system that build it so that they come out and build their own good business and being a good leader in their own company. And by the way, thank you very much for today's events.
Thank you. I love that comment. Can I let them know a little bit about Thailand Coaching Academy? I just set up the Thailand Coaching Academy to launch the coaching skill to low cost, to what we call in Thai is Latya. I really want to put this curriculum in the university or launch to the teacher all over the country, because coaching is not just performance. I personally would like to aim for the being. Coach doing is just doing. The coach being is coach from the leadership from inside, and leadership can form from a very young generation. Which one thing, we have a donation here. Donation supporting me to launch the coaching skill to television program very soon. So it is free for everyone in the country. And I would like to expand these coaching skills in every family, because it helps happiness in the family, would make good relationship among family. If the family happy, the organization will be very happy.
5-7 minutes. เชิญครับน้องพร
I'm Nopon. I would like to share only short comment on the sustainability of the coaching. I believe that the sustainability of the coaching will achieve when coaching until the coachee can coach himself.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes, please. เชิญครับอาจารย์
I have another experience I wanted to share. Jimmy mentioned this family coaching. I spent a few months last year coaching school children at the Hong level, so about 11-year-olds. I wanted to check whether the coaching process was valid at a very young age. And I found out that one of the most important thing that they took away from me is that I was the only person who really listened to the child. The parents didn't listen, the teachers didn't listen. So they were very, very close to me. They opened up, they don't open up to the teachers, but they opened up to me. So I thought that was one big discovery. I don't know whether this resulted in something interesting. But well, there's one thing maybe I asked them to choose between Sin and Song Sin, the Sila 1, 2, and 4. So it took about a week to think about it. I will hold this number 1, this number 4, quite interesting. They did it with conviction. And I thought if only they were truly going to observe one of the 3 things that they mentioned, I would already have been very, very happy. So I wanted to share. So I think the possibility of coaching children, I'm working now on a group coaching module for universities. Maybe groups of 12 or something. So I wanted to